Hey guys, this is Gloria. I am back to share with you guys a design team project for KSCraft Lovers store on AliExpress. First things first, I literally just got finished with this project. And you guys know when you're working on a project and you just want to keep adding and adding, and then you got to tell yourself, less is more, less is more. It's okay, let it go. This is such a fun die to have. And as you can see, I played so hard with this set that I have no idea where the little plastic sleeve went. I have to find it. It's around here somewhere, but normally I like to show you the die in its package, but this time I have no idea where it is. This is the Carousel box die, and I'll just go over the pieces with you really quickly. This is the lid of the box. You can cut this as a solid, or as you can see, I have my little triangle piece washi tape back in the inside, because you can also cut this out as a frame, and I'll show you guys my project in a little bit. You can also use this for pendants. You don't have to necessarily use this for a top to your box. Just snip this little area off right here, and you have a gorgeous little scallop pendant die that you can use for your little banners and stuff for your craft room, or for a birthday or something like that. Really, really cool and versatile die. And like I said, this portion does come out the middle, so you could have this as the background piece, and then you can layer it, or you can cut this and make it a shaker. Couple of different things you can do with that particular die. So that is the lid. This right here, which has 6 sides, is your base, and you're going to cut, well, in my case I cut 2 of these. I did cut one out of cardboard, like a regular box that you would maybe mail or ship something out with. This cuts perfectly through cardboard, and it's a very sturdy base in order for you to use for your projects. So I did use this and cut it twice. I cut it out of designer paper as well as cardboard, and that is your base. This is your wall piece right here, and it is a solid piece. It cuts 2 pieces for you, so you would need to cut this 3 different times because you have 6 sides. So you need 3 of these, and you're going to cut this out of, you know, your designer paper or whatever. This piece right here is a layering piece that could either be cut out of your piece, and you would use a piece like of acetate or something like that behind it, or you can use this and cut this out and layer it on top of your piece. Now, if you choose to cut this out and out of your actual piece, it would be my suggestion that you cut it off of the side with the tab, and that is because this tab will glue to a portion of your box that does not have a tab. And excuse me guys if you hear the lawnmower going, that is my lawn boy out there working. Just kidding, that is my son, my youngest son, out there cutting the grass. So excuse the noise if you hear that in the background. But if you use this piece and you want to cut it out of your side piece, just make sure that you do it with the side with the tab on it. That way you don't see this tab when you go to glue it in, because if you cut it from this side, as you can see, there won't be enough over here to even glue your pieces together, if you understand what I mean. The bottom parts right here are going to fold under, and they're going to attach to the underside of this piece right here. Going back to the top piece really quickly, when you do cut this out, and I'll show you an example of that, just imagine that my piece does have the triangle part still in there. When you cut it out, your piece is going to look like this. It's going to be solid. You're going to fold these side pieces upward, like this one is folded upward. The bottom piece is going to be folded down, and as you can see, there is score marks or little perforation pieces right here, and you're just going to fold that down. That is how you're going to put your top together. So it would be a lot easier if this was a solid piece, but because I've cut the inside of it out, it's a little bit more difficult, and I got little confetti pieces on my finger. But these two side pieces are going to fold up, and this part is going to fold down. This is your tab in order to attach your sides to one another. Your sides are going to butt up against each other just like this, and this portion is going to sit up, and you'll see that in my project in a minute. Now the rest of the pieces are just layering pieces. So here is the little unicorn or horse that you can cut out again, and you can layer this on top of this particular piece right here, because this is a very solid piece. You can layer that one on top of that piece. And then here is the tail and all that good stuff, the little hair, mane, the little feet portions, and there's another little piece, and I'm not sure right now where that goes, but you know, if you want to use those, they were a little bit too tiny for me to use today. I just didn't really feel like fussing with them, but super duper cute because it makes it where you can layer all of those pieces together. These little pieces right here, I also did not use, but I believe these are to go on the top of your carousel box to kind of mimic, you know, the top of a tent. That is what these are made for. So I did not use those this time around, but I think you would cut them out and kind of layer them just like that onto your box. But in any event, let me share with you guys, I'm super excited and I love the way this box came out. I've been loving playing with my acetate that I picked up from Goodwill. You guys remember when I shared with you guys this little box right here, and I made it out of acetate as well. And this little box, people were asking me, how did you make that top like that? Because it looks kind of like wood. That is also cardboard, so don't throw away your cardboard. Use your cardboard. So this project is sort of big, so I can't get it all in frame, so I'm going to turn it sideways, and I did put a base on it so that it can sit up. So this is the carousel box, and I will insert some pictures so that you guys can see some pictures of it at the end of the video. But this is how my box came out. As you can see, I made 3 sides of this clear acetate, and then I made 3 sides with the unicorn horse. And all I did was I just used, this is actually washi tape, and that's why it's not sticking very well. I'll go back and put some glue on there, but this is glitter washi tape that I just put on the hair and the tail. And then, like I said, 3 sides are clear, and then 3 sides have the little horse. At the very top, all of the sides are clear because I cut the triangle or the middle portion out, and I added in acetate underneath each one of the sides. So that is how I did that. And then I put a little pom-pom on 3 of the sides as well. And then I used some of that very pretty fluffy trim. Sorry about that noise again, guys, but I used some of that very pretty fluffy trim from Hobby Lobby to make a little bow. And then I have a little, well, bigger pom-pom at the top, at the very top. So at the very bottom, like I said, I cut out a piece of cardboard using that die, the bottom piece die, and then I glued this little stand onto the bottom so that my box could stand up. And like I said, I'm so sorry that you're not going to really be able to see this all in frame. In the inside, there is the designer paper right there. And if I do this again, or when I do this again, I will put designer paper back there on top of the white areas where you can still see the acetate and the glue, where I glued the acetate down to the sides of the box. But that is about it. That is my little project, and I promise to show you a better view of it once I take pictures of it. But again, that is my design team project from KSCraft Lover Store on AliExpress. I will be back to share with you guys more projects as I complete them. And as always, if you guys have any questions or comments, just leave them down below, and I'll get back with you as soon as I possibly can. Take care, guys. Bye.